Hello, everybody. Good morning. Greetings from Istanbul, Turkey. It's about 8:30 a.m. today. It's April the 27th, a Wednesday, and we are going to take a look at Bitcoin and see how the market's doing. So I hope everyone's doing very well, and thank you very much for joining me this very cloudy morning here in Istanbul, Turkey. 3 more weeks or four maybe till I move to the new house. So trying to get in as much work as possible before the actual move, because during the move I'm unfortunately going to have about a week or two of downtime, of course. So let's get into this, taking a look at Bitcoin technical analysis. And just to let everybody know, every single month, May the 1st, June the 1st, etc., the first of every month, I'm going to be having this promotion going on here. And what this promotion is, it's actually 45% off, okay? It's usually going for 1950. It's on sale for 1050, and there's only 10 slots available. That's it. Last month, I only sold 10, and there's about 30 other people that were wanting it. I don't have a wait list or anything from the last month. It's not going like that, okay? It's basically going to be first come, first serve, and it gives you an opportunity to come learn from one of the best traders in crypto, I would say, just based on reputation, based on who I've worked with before, and also based on 2018's Bitcoin.com's Top Analyst Award being published on Cointelegraph, trading for over 7 years now, trading up to $1.5 million like I did last year. My biggest month that I had was last September, where I cleared $258,000. And for 2 years running now, I was able to actually net well over $1 million in trading profit. So definitely come learn with me. I think that it's incredibly important to invest in yourself. That's the first step to becoming a successful trader. There's a lot of information out there. There's lots of misguided information. There's a lot of technical analysts out there as well who only do technical analysis. They don't actually trade. I think that trading and being a good technical analyst, they're two separate animals, and they can't really relate to each other. Someone might be a great technical analyst, but you got to make sure you're following the good trader as well, because the good traders are the ones that you can ultimately benefit from the most, okay? Not only that, I think I have a very good track record. So in this package that you'll be getting, that's only limited to 10 people, that'll start May the 1st. It's 45% off. You're going to get access to my premium Discord trading group for life. That's a value of $600 a year. You're going to get my second edition textbook right here. You're going to get that mailed out to you between May 15th and about June the 1st. Right now it's with the editor and it's being published. It's a second edition book. It includes all of my strategies. It's been highly talked about as well. Not a single person has said anything bad about it. It includes all of my strategies, how to scan the market using CryptoLoom, how to use my new indicator, the chandelier exit indicator. That's another indicator that's adding to my strategies, and it has made me a really good amount in the past week already. And you're also going to get access to my course version 2.0, which is a premium trading course that's been updated, highly expanded as well. And I think it's going to be the course that could ultimately help you jump into the next step to become a successful trader. So give me a DM if you're interested in this. This promotion starts May the 1st, but I just want to get people interested in it. And I am taking a wait list because it's starting to advertise already. So please do send me a DM if you're interested in this. Anyways, enough talk about that. Let's get into a Bitcoin technical analysis. So Bitcoin has been very scary, okay? I want to address this trend line first of all. I've been drawing it many times over many weeks, and I want to talk about how subjective a trend line is. For those that are not familiar with the word subjective when it comes to trading, that refers to drawing something that makes sense to our bias, okay? So we want to draw something that is fitting to our bias, and then we alter it as things change. So just as an example, this was one of the ways I drew it before, but then I drew it like that, right? So now if you draw it like that, for example, on the weekly, you're seeing that it's actually broken through already. If I go to a lower time frame, I'll see that we've broken out of the trend line already. So this is a subjective way of drawing it, okay, where it's dropped about 3% already. Now another way is, of course, if we want to conform it subjectively to the way that it towards our bias. So we do it like this. that technically it hasn't actually broken through yet, and it's just sitting at the trend line perfectly right now. So we have to ask ourselves, what's the real way? What's the best way to do it? And my answer would be, you have to use it as a guideline only. Okay, use it only as a guideline and don't depend on it too much. Okay, we have to look at multiple and various other types of indicators, and especially price action as well, to see how this is trending. So for the month, folks, we're looking pretty bearish. Okay, but what I can say is that the open and the close was at this candle prior, this one and this one. This was for the month of January and February. That's the close, that's the open. So we're sitting right at an open and close support right now. On the weekly, it's not looking good. It's 3 days into the week and we're trending down, second week to a row now. 1 week, 2 weeks. We thought we were going to have a huge bull rally there, which can still happen, but we have to give this ample time to see how the market is reacting in these particular ranges. If we take a look at the MACD, it's definitely curving downwards. If we take a look at the RSI, it's losing steam, but it doesn't indicate too much because it's not oversold. It's not overbought either, okay? And then if we take a look at the low of this open, of this close, open, close, open, we pretty much hit the mark right there where the support could possibly be. Some coins have rallied an immense amount already. For example, AVE rallied a tremendous amount. I'll just give you an example of a coin that rallied. AVE rallied 13%. I believe OGN rallied a tremendous amount as well. It rallied 14% here. ENSU is still rallying. This guy has done 11% already. So there's a lot of coins out there, like Rhodes as well, especially, who's done 11%. So many coins are starting to find a short-term relief rally. And we're seeing that Bitcoin has bumped up about 2% here. But it doesn't change the fact that if we take a look at the daily, right at the support line, it's fairly bearish right now. Very bearish. MACD is going to the downside. 2 days ago, yesterday, we had a chance to close bullishly. Since this was trending up, that was trending up. If it trended up for one more day, we could have had a nice bounce. But now we got this huge bearishly engulfing type candle and a red big candle that doesn't look like it's convincing at all for a bounce. So the next few days are crucial. If you take a look here, right, like this trended in that region for 40% for a long time before it did anything. So the volatility could still easily be in. We just need a move in the market so that altcoins can have a gigantic move to the upside. This way we can catch a breakout or we can catch a dip. But either way, we need something that's going to give us a definitive decision on the possibility of Bitcoin bouncing or dropping down. We don't know at all yet. We take a look at the MACD and we see that the MACD is going to the upside on the 1 hour, but not on the 2 hour, not on the 3 yet, not on the 4. In fact, a lot of these time frames are very confused and still going to the downside. RSI wise, the 1 hour is pretty neutral. It's a little bit over 39. Second hour is pretty low still, but not that low. It's not dropping into very oversold regions. And because of that, it's difficult for us to pinpoint what goes on. I think the most important aspect of trading is being patient. We have to exercise immense patience to be able to catch these trades. No offense to my Discord group, but there's some people that I've noticed are very impatient. Okay, they're very impatient when it comes to trading. They're always like some of the negative traits in general of a trader, not just my Discord group, but the impatience, right? When they want something to happen, they're always gonna state it like, why is this taking so long? Why is this not doing that? Like, no, it should be doing this, it should be doing that. But that kind of impatience just makes you end up making bad decisions, okay? Your decisions are going to be skewed, and when you're impatient, you tend to make worse trades. So it's important to stay very objective, very non-biased, okay, very unbiased, and ensure that we make these decisions as we have more information. With patience and letting the market form and market develop and unfold information, that's when we're able to actually collect this data and dissect it further. And maybe back then we didn't have as much information to make a decision for the trade we wanted to make. But as the data comes in, then we have more of a direction to lean on. And right now, unfortunately, there's not much direction. It's all hope at this point. Of course, everybody wants Bitcoin to bounce, but you never know. There's a possibility of us just dropping to the downside. And anybody that claims that they know what could possibly happen or what will happen, what price it can get to, I don't think that they know as much as the guy to the left or the right. So some days I'm not taking any trades. Some days I'm taking multiple trades. Some months, like this month, I'm only up about 25 to 30K, which is a very slow month for me compared to my September month last year where I did $250,000. So I've done only 10% of the actual profits of what I've done last year, right? But the point is, every month you want to be consistent. A professional trader, honestly, when they get better at it, they don't really have losing months if they've developed a really good strategy like mine. I think my strategies are absolutely solid, and that's why you should consider taking up my course at that offer that I was talking about here. This is a really good offer, guys. Come trade and learn with me, and you're gonna see your skills highly improve within the first month or two. Maybe you won't become a successful trader yet and profitable one, in maybe 3-4 months. You won't be, definitely you won't be. But over time, you're gonna develop that skill set, that tool set, where you are gonna feel more confident, where your position sizes are going to grow. It's going to grow with your confidence, and with your position sizes increasing, your bankroll increases as well. So definitely send me a DM. I'm always excited, always very eager, always very patient to help people grow, because I've had so much success in the market that the ultimate goal, right? You have to teach, you have to pass it on, right? And that's the ultimate goal of why I'm in this space still. Because the truth is, I can day trade for myself. Okay, I could day trade for just myself, and the profit would highly outweigh things like the Discord group or selling content, etc. But I want to do it because, well, everyone diversifies, as we all know that from a business perspective, and it's really fun doing what I do. My fiance and I, Raz, we love to help people. We love to engage with the community, and this is a part of what we want to do. We find ourselves extremely happy being around people and helping people succeed. Nothing puts a bigger smile on my face than actually seeing people make profit, because I know that I've contributed some way or another. So right now, for Bitcoin, we don't know what's going on, okay? I don't talk too much about technical analysis lately because I want to talk more about, generally speaking, the risk behind trading, and also I specifically want to talk about the mentality, the psychology, just managing trades, what are some bigger decisions to make, because I think that technical analysis, it goes really far in trading. But the best traders, of course, are very emotionally disciplined. They can stick to their rules. They can cut their losses. They can protect their bankroll, right? They're going to not move too much from their rules, because the rules that we have in trading that we build for ourselves, which is all included. My rules are all included in the course, by the way. The rules that we set forth for ourselves, it's a structured and rigid way to ensure that we don't waver from them and act on impulse or emotion. Because acting on impulse or emotion, that can be the devil, right? If we're greedy, if we have FOMO, right? It can make us have these horrible decisions, backing in and out of trades all the time because we're not that confident, There's these small things that add up ultimately, and they're detrimental to your success. And I don't want to see people make those mistakes, right? So right now, Bitcoin, I also see this. I see this trend line here, right? That's been forming since 11th of April. So now for 14 days, 2 weeks, it's been forming. But will this trend line actually hold? I mean, when we combine it here, the yellow one that's sloped, and this one, the low there, low there, low there, where I took the opens and closes before for you, this seems like a pretty reasonable place for a bounce, doesn't it? I think it might be a reasonable place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the rally happen. I'm not going to catch a breakout on the first wave. Definitely not. I'm going to let this rally happen 10, 15, 20%, and then I'll catch the next wave up if we get a bounce. But so far right now, based off of my chandelier exit indicator, okay, right now, what we see is it's actually very bearish. Okay, if we close below, say 39,000, it's going to be a very bearish in the next few days. We have 1 day, 19 hours to close below the chandelier exit indicator, which is basically this green line of mine. It takes a series of computations based off of volatility, and it measures momentum based on the true value range, okay? So this indicator of mine, the Chandler exit, once again, it measures the momentum based off of the volatility and the average true range, okay? And it formulates a line for you. And you can see that on the 12-hour, it actually indicates a sell signal way up here, like around $43,000. So, it hasn't indicated any buy signals yet on a lower time frame, right? We're still based on this indicator, we're still bearish all the way up until the 15-minute chart indicated a buy, but it's a false one because it never broke above that red line. So we're only bullish up until the 15-minute chart for Bitcoin. That's it. We need to get into some higher time frames, otherwise this could be disastrous. Think of the Chandler exit indicator kind of like cascading to higher time frames, right? So you want RSI from the low time frame to go to the higher time frames. If it's higher on the higher time frame, then it's considered a greater degree rally or greater degree trend, right? So if we're seeing that on the 2-day, there's a sell right here, that means that if this closes, which it did, and if this next one closes in 1 day, 19 hours, below that green line, that means that the momentum and the trend has officially changed to something very bearish. When you get that signal, it doesn't really change often, When you get it, for example, here, like here with sideways, that's a little bit different. But look at, for example, in 2020, okay, when you got the first buy signal there before the rally, right? You don't really sell it until it got to 50K. So here you would have gone from 9K there all the way to a 400% return in about 210 days. So just to give you an idea of how ATR works. And then you get the first sell signal on this candle. You would have sold at the end of this candle. And then the next buy candle would be here. So here you would have scalped 13% just based on this indicator. It more so indicates when the momentum and the trend has changed. But of course, you want to combine it with multiple time frames to get the best entry possible. You don't want to just look at it on the 2-day. But what I'm saying is that we have never had a death cross in a long time. See the death cross there? The yellow and the white line? When the white line, the 200 moving average, moves above the 55 exponential moving average, that's considered a death cross. And we haven't had one since who knows how long. It doesn't even show here. In about 2 years or so. So because we haven't had one, and there's a possibility of us having one, it could actually indicate a massive trend change very soon. So as it stands right now, we need to bounce. We need to bounce above here, right at the range we're at right now. And if we do, the alts are going to be carried with it as well. If the alts are carried with it, then we're going to be able to catch a huge breakout on the next wave that happens. So as it stands right now, we're at a very critical moment, and I'm undecided which way we're going to lean. Although, of course, I would love for the bulls to win this fight as always. So I will end this video here. Thank you very much for watching, and sorry if it was long. I hope to see a lot of you take me up on that promotion. There's only 10 slots available. That's it, guys. I'm only going to do it for the first of every month, and there's always at least 30, 40, 50 people that really want it. I'm not having a wait list after it finishes. I'm only taking a wait list before I start selling it, and that's it. And I'll contact whoever, first come, first serve. I hope to see a lot of you take me up on that offer, because I think it's going to be worth your time. And by the way, this is the book that's mailed out to you. Pretty cool, right? Course version 2.0 textbook. Fuck yeah. Oh, excuse my language. Anyways, have a great day. Bye now.